Constantine is the capital of Constantine Province in northeastern Algeria. During Roman times it was called Cirta and was renamed Constantina in honor of Emperor Constantine the Great. It was the capital of the same-named French département until 1962. Slightly inland, it is about 80 kilometers from the Mediterranean coast, on the banks of the Rhumel River. Regarded as the capital of eastern Algeria and the center of its region, Constantine has a population of 448,374, making it the third largest city in the country after Algiers and Oran. There are museums and important historical sites around the city. It is often referred to as the City of Bridges due to the numerous picturesque bridges connecting the mountains the city is built on. History. The city was originally created by the Phoenicians, who called it Soa. Later it was renamed Cirta, by the Numidian king Syphax, who turned it into his capital. The city was taken over by Numidia, the country of the Berber people, after the Phoenicians were defeated by Rome in the Third Punic War. In 112 BC the city was occupied by Jugurtha who defeated his half-brother Adherbal. The city later served as the base for Roman generals Quintus Caecilius Metellus Numidicus and Gaius Marius in their war against Jugurtha. Later, with the removal of King Juba I and the remaining supporters of Pompey in Africa, Julius Caesar gave special rights to the citizens of Cirta, now known as Colonia Citlanorum. In 311, during the civil war between Emperor Maxentius and usurper Domitius Alexander, the city was destroyed. Rebuilt in 313, it was subsequently named after Emperor Constantine the Great, who had defeated Maxentius. Captured by the Vandals in 432, Constantine returned to the Byzantine Exarchate of Africa from 534 to 697. It was conquered by the Arabs in the 7th century, receiving the name of Constantina. The city recovered in the 12th century and under Almohad and Hafsid rule it was again a prosperous market, with links to Pisa, Genoa and Venice. Since 1529 it was intermittently part of Ottoman Empire, ruled by a Turkish bey subordinate to the Dey of Algiers. Sela Bey, who ruled the city in 1770–1792, greatly embellished it and built much of the Muslim architecture still visible today. In 1826 the last bey, Ahmed Bey ben Muhammad Kar copyright Rif, became the new head of state. He led a fierce resistance against French forces, which invaded Algeria 4 years later. By October 13, 1837, the territory was captured by France, and from 1848 on until 1962 it was an integral part of the French motherland and center of the Constantine département. Under the French rule, there were Muslim anti-Jewish riots in Constantine in 1934 when 34 Jews were killed. In World War II, during the campaign in North Africa, Constantine and the nearby city of Zaar Tif were used by the Allied forces as operational bases. In 1880, while working in the military hospital in Constantine, Algeria, Charles Louis Alphonse Laveran discovered that the cause of malaria is a protozoan, after observing the parasites in a blood smear taken from a soldier who had just died of malaria. For this, he received the 1907 Nobel Prize for Physiology or Medicine. This was the first time that protozoa were shown to be a cause of disease. His work helped inspire researchers and veterinarians today to try and find a cure for malaria in animals. In 11th century, Banu Hilal, an Arab tribe living between Nile and Red Sea, settled in Tunisia, Tripolitania and Constantinople, which was Constantine party. Geography. Constantine is situated on a plateau at 640 meters above sea level. The city is framed by a deep ravine and has a dramatic appearance. The city is very picturesque with a number of bridges over Rhumel River and a viaduct crossing the ravine. The ravine is crossed by 7 bridges, including Sidi Mid Bridge. Constantine is the railhead of a prosperous and diverse agricultural area. It also a center of the grain trade and has flour mills, a tractor factory, and industries producing textiles, wool, linen and leather goods. Algeria and Tunisia serve as its markets. Climate. Constantine has a Mediterranean climate, with hot, dry summers and mild, moist winters. Notable people. Constantine has been the hometown of many noteworthy people in Algeria and France. Hamdani, Ben Badies, Islamic reformer and philosopher; Melk Benabi, philosopher; Abel Melk Selal, Prime Minister of Algeria; Rababatat, the third President of Algeria; Moulaud Hamrouche, former Prime Minister of Algeria; Abdelhamid Brahmi, former Prime Minister of Algeria; Ahmed Bey, the last Bey of Constantine; Mazen Issa, the first King of Numidia; Hassaba Boumaka, athlete, first Algerian and Arab world women to win an Olympic title; Princess Charlotte, Duchess of Valentinois, the daughter of Louis II, Prince of Monaco, and the mother of Prince Rainier III; Claude Cohen-Tarnouji, Nobel Prize winner in physics; Hassaba Boumaka, athlete, first Algerian and Arab world women to win an Olympic title; Ayla Mustaghanami, writer; Sidi Frij Halami, chief rabbi and rabbinical court president; Enrico Mezes, French singer; Chebai Sabah, DJ, musician and composer; Jean-Michel Atlin, artist; Alphonse Halami, world champion boxer; Kate Biakine, writer; Maurice Boitel, artist; Ali Sorti Saif, champion in the 5000 m run at the 2000 Summer Olympics; Sandra Laura, Olympic medalist; Melk Haddad, poet; Moussa Maskri, actor. Main sites. The city is framed by a deep ravine and has a dramatic appearance. In 1911, Baedeker described it as resembling the Casbah of Algiers, the picturesque charm of which has so far been marred by the construction of but a few new streets. Musa Copyright National Cirta, previously Gustave Mercier Museum, Abd el-Hamid Ben Badies Mosque, the Casbah, Emir Abd al-Qadir University and Mosque, Somma Mausoleum, Massanissa's Mausoleum, the Palace of Ahmed Bey, ruins of the Antonian Roman Aqueduct, Ben Abel Melk Stadium, nearby are, the Roman city of Tidus, the megalithic monuments and burial grounds at Jebel Mazala Solust. The city of bridges. The topography of the city is unique and it determines the need for bridges. At the end of the 19th century, Guy de Maupassant wrote, 8 bridges used to cross this ravine. 6 of these bridges are in ruins today. Today the most important bridges are, Sidi Mid Bridge, a suspension bridge with a length of 168 meters, El Kantara Bridge which leads toward north, Sidi Rasht Bridge, a long viaduct of 447 milliseconds and 27 arches, designed by Paul Zar. Copyright Journer. Copyright, Devil's Bridge, a tiny beam bridge, Falls Bridge, formed by a series of arches on top of a waterfall, Perica Footbridge, a suspension bridge, Sela Bay Bridge, the first cable-stayed bridge in Constantine, designed by Dissing Plus Whiteling Architecture, Medas de Shish Bridge. Education. Constantine has multiple universities, Menturi Public University, designed by the Brazilian architect Oscar Niemeyer, and Algerian architect Rashid Hussein; Zerzara Maths and Architecture University, Emir Abdelkader University which is one of the biggest Islamic university with many faculties covering religious studies, foreign languages, literature. Constantine Newtown Nouvelle Ville Ali Menjali has 2 big universities, Universita Copyright Constantine II known as Lelin Suma offering maths, computer and economy studies, and the new university is actually a university pole with more than 20,000 student, 17 faculties and more than 40,000 resident. It is now the largest African university. Under the name of Universita Copyright de Constantine III. International relations. Transportation. Constantine is served by Mohammed Boudiaf International Airport. Twin towns. Sister cities. Constantine is twinned with Grenoble, France; Fauchep, Turkey; Sousse, Tunisia. References. External links. World Statesman Algeria, Catholic Encyclopedia article, The Cascades, Constantine, Algeria.